Hello students, welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn new lesson number 2, Pele, the king of football. Pele, the king of football. A poor boy came dancing barefoot into the street and began kicking at the air if they were kicking a football, but there was no ball. The men on the street smiled as they watched the boy acting like a real player. The boy was 8 years old. His friends called him Pele. Pele, whose real name is Edson Ernest Nascimento. He was born in Brazil on 23rd October 1940. Pele was in love with football from the time he learned to kick the ball. But his mother was not so keen. His father earned little money from the game, and she wanted something better for her son. More than anything else in the world, Pele wanted to be a great football player. It was his father's old sock stuffed with newspapers and tied up with string. He spent all his time kicking down the street, tripping it and aiming it at the street poles. He was given his first leathered ball on his 16th birthday by his father's teammate. When he was a little older, Pele wanted to make his own team, but this was not going to be easy. They needed uniforms, and uniforms cost money. So Pele and his friends walked up and down the streets, poking into the rubbish dump, collecting old bottles, metal pieces, old pieces of wood, anything they could sell. Finally, they made enough money to buy pants and shirts. They still could not buy shoes and socks. But that did not stop Pele. We will just be the 7th of September. Barefoot team, said Pele. 7th September began the Independence Day of Brazil. The barefoot team soon became famous and wanted to enter the big city tournament. Their team won all the games and suddenly they were in the finals. During the final match, Pele was racing for the goal. The goalie tried to stop it, but it went into the net and it was a goal. The crowd cheered, Pele, 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 and so a hero was born. Pele was only 17 years old when he was chosen for Brazil's World Cup team in 1958. That year, Brazil won the World Cup for the first time. Pele scored 6 goals in 3 games. Pele helped Brazil win the World Cup. Again and again, Pele scored 1,281 goals during his career. People call Pele the greatest football player that has ever lived. Since his retirement in 1977, Pele has been an ambassador for football. Pele was also voted Athlete of the Country by the Olympic International Committee in 1999. Summary: Pele was very passionate about the football from his childhood. He was doing so much of practice. Even the men on the street smiled as they watched the boy acting like a real player, but there was actually no ball. He was kicking at the air as if he were kicking to a football. Pele and his friends wanted to make their own football team, but it was not easy for them. They needed more money for it. So Pele and his friends had to walk up down on the street and work hard for their team. Finally, they made their own team. Pele and his friends needed uniforms, and for uniforms cost money. So they collected old bottles, metal pieces, old pieces of wood, anything they could sell. And finally, they made enough money to buy pants and shirts. But they could not afford to buy shoes and socks for their team. But Pele did not give up. What he did, he given the name. Okay, he named his team like 7th of September Barefoot team, and the team won the match. A traveling salesman helped the barefoot team. He provided the money new uniforms, socks, and shoes. Their team won all the games. They went in the finals. The crowd cheered like Pele, 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 and so a hero was born. Pele helped Brazil to win the World Cup again and again. People call Pele the greatest football player that has ever lived.